What's good? It's your boy One Poops. Let's get off the squeaky chair. Alright, today I got you a Hannyabal list. I'm doing some EB01 leaders before OP07 comes out, letting you know what's fun, what's good, and what's pretty much affordable. That's kind of my thing. I'll be honest, I am kind of inspired by one of my locals. His name's Chad. He's just been killing it with this deck. He won yesterday. He's been topping at least 3 times, 4 times. Pretty much whenever he pulls the deck out, he gets pretty close to top. If not, he's top 2, 3, 4. So, the leader effect is return one of your cost 2 or greater impel down characters to your hand, and you get a Dawn card active. So you have inherit ramp built into your leader. You really just want to make Prince Bellet get on the field and then bounce him back. Keep that 2k in and out of your hand, and you can ramp up to 9, 10 Dawn. What are we ramping up to? Sanji and 2, Kaido. So these 2 cards, very prominent in this list, as well as having X-Drake to rearrange and figure out when you can actually get this Kaido out on turn, when you get to pull your Sanji into Kaido. So another thing, I think at least is super important, Little Sadie, or just Sadie I guess is the card. You play a Jailer Beast, so you can get out any of these 3 Jailer Beasts, which are pretty decent cards. They all have an on KO at Arrested Dawn, so you can ramp even more. They're a little threatening in their own sense, but they have counter more importantly, except for the Rush one. He ran 7 cost Raging Tiger, but I decided to go with 3000 Worlds. It's a bit cheaper. You can play at a 2-drop as well and keep ramping, as well as remove those 5-drop threats that are all over the meta. Sabo means nothing to us, Momonosuke means nothing to us, Kikunojo means nothing to us, etc., etc. So 0 cost event because we're running a lot of counterless cards. I got Douglas Bullet in here as another target for Sanji, just so that I can just, mess with their board. Actually, you can basically play out, if you do this into Bullet on your 10 Dawn turn, you can just play a Kaido, -5, and then Douglas Bullet, -4, and rest 2 blockers. Then you can swing 10k double attack with a 10k rush, with a 9k body as well. Pretty fun. I'm also running this Domino because Domino is a 2-cost impel down card, so if you need to, and you don't have this guy, Prince Bellet, you'll have 8 cards that hopefully will mean you can ramp within your first 2 turns, which is all that matters. One card that is definitely he was playing that I just can't afford is Mr. 2 here. Oop, my game is slow. Yeah, Mr. 2. If you don't get $200 to buy a playset of him, do not worry. I do not think, obviously it's a great card, but I think you can work around it as a budget build until either it levels out or you just say, nah, I don't care. I'm never going to play a purple deck efficiently anymore. Just like me. Pudding is also a great card. If you're playing blue, you might as well splash a pudding in your deck. So, yeah, this is it. This looks good to me. So we're going to I'm not hopping on the rank sim with this. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a pain in the bum. So we'll see how we do into this Luffy here. We have kind of the cards we want. We really don't want to see Kaido. We want to see our top searchers, but I'll keep it anyway. Worst case, we will find something, but we can ramp very quickly right now. So I'll also say while we're in this game, I am doing my giveaway for 100 subs. I've decided what it's going to be. It's going to be an event pack volume 3. If you didn't get a chance to go to regionals, you couldn't sign up because they happen 3 months in advance to sign up, yada, yada, yada. This is perfect for you. You might as well just, subscribe, get me up to 100, and then anyone, I am going to limit it to Canada just for this one. But as soon as we start pushing up to higher thresholds, I can just go pretty much Canada, US, and then give everyone some love. But, I got to respect the Canadian homies. Everyone needs their stuff. Everyone wants to get some cool cards, so yeah, I got to be that guy. So next turn we have a really awesome Sadie into this Mino Chihuahua for Rush. Then I can just go, I'll probably just start with a 5k swing. He'll take it, which is going to be kind of annoying. I might even just leave a 2-cost on the field, just swing 5s, and then ramp again next turn, because right now we're going to be at 5 Dawn. If I can get up to 6, then I'm at 8 next turn. That means I don't have to ramp again for a while. So they're baiting me to take life. Honestly, this leader does get a little problematic. I'm surprised. I'm going to actually pitch a 2k. I don't necessarily... I'd love to see something that rearranges my top, but I think we'll find something. He's going to play a Sabo out next turn, so I have 2 draws plus the swing next turn to hopefully find the card I need, which is going to be 3000 Worlds. This is the perfect match for 3000 Worlds. We deny that Sabo. and we can hopefully do some work. That is super unfortunate. So I'm going to go Sadie. I'm going to go 5k into life. He's almost certainly taking all of his life here. That's kind of what we're conditioned to do. I've played a little bit of Black Yellow Luffy myself, I won't lie. I'm going to go 5 again. We'll see what they do. If they pitch out of this, and they're playing around a pudding. So I can pretty safely play this card out and then end turn, use card action. I'll bounce Sadie back. And now we're at 6 Dawn. They just got to 5. So we're going to be at 8 Dawn. And then there's no point in me ramping again after this. There is, you see there is kind of a benefit to having the Impel Down card there. I'll let that happen. We're going to be at 9 Dawn now, so I can just start up with interesting. Oh, they're trying to get to 7k right off the bat, huh? That is fine with me. If you put an ace up there, he's just going to die. He is just about to die. Oh, Luffy. What a good card. What a cool card to have. Well, as you could tell, I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to take this as an invitation to start my rush off. So I'm just going to go use card action 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pop him. Go 10k to life. We have a crazy body on the field already. They've already burned a 2k out. It's probably not the best for them. They were definitely playing around a pudding, so whatever happens. Use card action, bounce, and yeah, we're cooking. We're at 5 Dawn again already. Next turn, I'm just going to pray for a card. I literally just need 3,000 Worlds. That would be a great card for right now. I need to top deck it. Maybe he swings in. I don't think he's going to swing into... Yep, perfect. Give me it. X-Drake is perfectly fine. I can set up a Sanji turn the next turn. It'll be very unlikely, but yeah, we're looking for 3,000 Worlds. 3,000 Worlds will win us the game. Like, without a doubt. Without a doubt, it will win us the game. I almost don't want him to get anything on the field. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this. We see a bunch of stuff. None of this is super important for me. Let's just bottom it. I don't care. And I want all the Dawn in the world for my next turn. So I'm going to go... I can't really enable him. And I don't want to enable him. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play that end turn. And you're probably wondering why I'm doing this. And it's because if I get him down to 0, he just freely gets to use his leader ability, which I don't want. And now his Sabo has done nothing. He has to have another Sabo in hand in order to get everything safe. Having Douglas Bullet on the top of my the top of my deck for Sanji play is a good card because then I can rest both of his Sabos, but meh, he'll play another one out. He won't be a super strong leader right now, but I'm not too worried. If anything, I can still do what I need to do. I might not even swing. I might just kind of relax. Maybe play Sanji out and get something garbage. We'll see. Whole board is KO immune. It would have been really funny to play out a Douglas Bullet off of Sanji, but he's going to go 8 to life. I think I can take that. We get another Sanji. Probably going to draw into a big card right now. We have quite a bit of cards on deck. And he might have another Sabo in his hand, so we'll have to see. I might just play out the Sanji and pray. It was probably better for me to do that, but... And then again, another rush card kind of forces him into not being able to get up there. So I think it's probably beneficial to me to... Let's swing 6 and see what they do. Definitely take the life. Okay. Now, if I had a Douglas Bullet, that would be hilarious because I could just play it down -4 and then poppity pop pop. I think I'm just going to do this. Let's deploy it. It's a rush card. At 5, he can get a free block, but he can't do much else other than that. Or he pitches a card, and I don't really care what he does. He is at 0. He can do the Gecko Moria turn, but I mean, he's going to have to trash these Sabos if he really wants to do that. So I think we're putting him in kind of a position, kind of a weird one. I am pretty much praying that he doesn't have another Sabo in hand. If he has another Sabo in hand, I cannot do anything about this, which is kind of annoying. But right now, a 9 and a 10 on the board. If he doesn't have anything, no way to stop this, then I think I'm good to go through. I do think I probably should have let that X-Drake pull out the Douglas Bullet, because I would have been ripping a lot of cards out of his hand with that last swing there. Like, I could have completely baited him and then swung 11. So here comes the combo. You don't have Sabos from trash. I don't think, at least. I think you just have aces. He did trash that card. Yeah, he has no black Sabos, and no black Sabos, so he needs a Luffy and an ace or 2 aces. Even still, 2 aces is not going to help you. I mean, I'd like to think his hand's a little bit brickish. He's going to get up to 9k, but right now we can pretty easily go above that. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. We have a pretty scary board. He has a pretty scary board. I do think, now that I think about it, the Douglas Bullet play would have been perfect. Just rest those 2 blockers, and that's one thing you need to know about Luffy is if his hand is perfect right now and he has like 4 2Ks in hand, my only out is really seeing a pudding and then hitting him with pudding and then rush him down. But I mean, we'll see. He's going to do, Luffy and ace, play out the Gecko Moria. Probably doesn't want to replace his Sabos. But because he can't replace his Sabos, that just means that I can pretty easily do some big damage. He's going to replace his whole board. I mean, it is a scary board, and I can't compete with it once he's got it out there. But he will be a 9k leader, and I have a bunch of big swings. I could just swing the same number 3 times. We'll see what I think. I mean, 1 Dawn, 2 Dawn to swing 11 twice. He's leaving a life up, which is actually kind of nice. I'm actually a fan of that. He's going 9k to life. I think I can afford to drop a block. No, I'm going to take it and look for 3,000 Worlds. Nope. We have a hand full of counter. I am not going to be able to survive the next turn. But he's only 7k life right now. This is where Gravity Raging Blade Tiger would have been nice, but I think keeping him at this position is good. Oh, he didn't have the ace in hand, or he misplayed. I think he did have an ace in the trash. Maybe not. No, he didn't. So thinking this one through, he has probably 6k counter in hand with these many cards, which means I'd have to swing too many times at him. But if I put the pressure on him in the right way, then I think we're chilling. Or I just go use my Dawn to its maximum efficiency. This is tough. 3,000 Worlds would have been a perfect card for this situation. We don't have a 0 cost event either, so maybe I ulti into a 3,000 Worlds. Dead card, dead card, dead card. My heart's telling me to probably just... let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's pop Sabo. I'm going to keep the blocker up. I'm going to go 9 to life. Almost certainly will counter out of this. I mean, you have to have the counter. I'd at least expect it. And I guess something I can do is I can bounce the Chihuahua back to hand. But, yeah. So they give me 2 cards. We do have to put the pressure on him. Let's go 7 to life with blocker, because at this point he's just gonna slap me down. I mean, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I have 10k counter. Maybe not. I'm gonna go 10 to life. Fuck it. He probably can't stop at 10k twice, so I'll let him, he's probably gonna, if he pitches the 2 cards to keep Sabo alive, then I don't have to worry about the ace coming out of life. But I think with this, we're forcing him to give up the ace, and then he has to somehow swing through a Luffy. He has to hit me all 3 times with his next 3 swings. Which he only has to hit me twice. He has to get life, death, and he probably cannot do that. So we'll do this. If he blocks and counters out, then I'll put a Dawn on the Mino, and then I can just he might have the 2-2-1. Nope, lets it slide. Part of me wants to swing with that, but I think my best bet is to actually pull it into hand and ramp. If it had a 1K, it would make more sense, but since it doesn't, I think we'll just end turn. Yeah. Ramping would be a good time, but So we'll see. I mean, he could very easily have a Portgas in hand, waiting for lethal, but with the amount of counter I have in my hand, I think we're chilling. But obviously you see how the Douglas bullet, that 1 turn, you want to hit Luffy when he's 5K, you want to scare him and make him burn his whole hand so that he can't just sit as a 7K, as a 9K, with 5 cards in hand, and then, happily give 2K, and then block, because now he's just going to probably play out a Sabo blocker. I think my board's a little too big now. He kind of has to go for it. Trashes, he drew into a Sabo and played it. I don't think he has the babies, though. He might have 1, but still, I think our board's too big. But it still makes sense. He does have the 1 on board. He might have 1 in hand. I guess the first one lets you feed for the second one. He's looking, being a 9K with 2 Sabos on the field would be great, but this is where I draw into my 3,000 Worlds. So we'll see. I mean, he's still 3 hits away. No matter what he does. Leaves a life up, puts the Sabo on the field. I still have to hit him 3 times. I think he fucked up. Should have swung beforehand. Should have swung 9K beforehand, my friend. That is unfortunate, because now you're going to have to get rid of one of your bodies. Even the Luffy swinging would have been decent. Or, I guess, he's probably not going to play two drops. He's just going to play 1 out. And get that effect off. I personally, I guess it's too tough for him. If I swung with my blocker, then maybe he would have, but whatever. 9K life. He's got 11K swing. He's got a 9K swing. He's got an 8K swing, which is nothing to scoff at. What do I have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10K counter plus a blocker. I only need to keep my big boys alive. He's going 8K into life. I'll block it with that. No. And by that I meant counter out. Pitch 2. I just need to make sure I have a 2K for the 11K swing, but otherwise I'll just block one of these hits with X-Drake, and then the other one I just pitch a card for. I think 9K into Sanji is what's most likely about to happen. He only has 2 cards in hand. So, and I'm going up to 8 Dawn, or 7 Dawn. He's going 9 to life. I'll take it and look for 3,000 Worlds. Huh. Nope. So yeah, that's the thing. You do tend to brick out quite a bit. So here comes the 11K. We block that, and now it's time to go for it. So 1 Dawn, and then I have 5. Oh, whew. Finally. Bottom deck the blocker, and that's pretty much game. I don't think he has the counter to get out of this. So he blocks with one of these, or he pitches his 2 cards, and it's over. It's pretty much over. Yeah, I mean, Hannyabal is a strong deck. I mean, into this deck, into Luffy, you need to get a lot of counter cards. Oh, so he's just inviting a 9K swing. I imagine this wasn't 9K and I just lost. Yeah, basically has to block with the Sabo. I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm so sorry, my friend. This is basically what happened when I played Black Yellow Luffy into Hannyabal. They just get too big. There's just too many big cards on the field. So, yeah, no cards in hand. I mean, we just grinded them away. Having 9s and 10s on the board the whole time. There was no way they could have cleared out my board, though. So, yeah, we'll just put 1 Dawn on you and go for it. GG. That is a fun deck. That is a fun Hannyabal deck, and that I would show you the in-person action game, but I was so hungover that I don't think the commentary was worth it. So I apologize. No disrespect to Chad. His list was crazy. This deck is really fun, and I do think 3000 Worlds is a really good card. I mean, without it, I still would have won because he wouldn't have had a block. Even if he had 2 cards in hand, that's a 2 and a 1. He would have blocked the Sanji hit. He could have blocked the Kaido hit, but he couldn't have stopped the second Kaido. So, you know, in a vacuum, same thing. If he left 1 life up, I think I'd rather have 3000 Worlds on the in, because that means I can still put 3 Dawn on someone else. So that's the list. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back, and yeah, look out for that giveaway. Get me to 100 subs, and I'll do a giveaway. One of my 100 subs, you get an event pack 3. That's got a bunch of cool cards in it. So look forward to that. I'll ship it to you for free, and that's a 1 Pook. See you later.